Be hard on yourself, the price of a monumental life.
Go find a mirror right now. Don't look at your clothes, don't look at your hair. Look yourself deep in the eyes and ask the only question that truly determines your future. Are you a winner or are you a loser? Most of the world is too soft to ask that question. They would rather hide behind a mask of trying or doing their best, but their best is a lie. If you are a winner, you don't give a damn how you feel. You understand that the work needs doing and it must be done, whether you are tired, whether you are sad, or whether your world is falling apart. Winners perform regardless of the circumstances. Most people are walking through life as NPCs, non-player characters, who are just reacting to the environment around them. They are distracted by the 97%. The phones, the apps, the social media scrolls, unaware that they are in an endless, constant, hyper-competitive struggle for every pound and every opportunity they desire. Your life right now is exactly what you wanted because you are responsible for every choice you have made. It doesn't matter whose fault it is that you are broken. It may not be your fault that your father was an alcoholic or that you were born into poverty, but it is for damn sure your responsibility to fix it. The road to power begins the moment you stop pointing the finger and exit victim mode. If you are sitting there waiting for life to get easier, you have already lost. The billionaire and the bum both have the same 24 hours in a day. The only difference is how they manage their life energies. Being hard on yourself is the only way to ensure that the world isn't hard on you later. You have to decide, will you be a monster of execution or a docile farm animal for the elite?
If you want the life that only the 1% have, you cannot behave like the 99%. Most people go through their entire adult lives without ever giving 100% effort to anything. They give 70%, they give 80%, and they wonder why they get mediocre results. If you decide that your life deserves development, why are you only giving a fraction of your potential? You have to have the discipline to do 11 when your opponent stops at 10. This is the 120% standard. It means waking up at 4 a.m. before the rest of the world is awake, before the enemy is awake. It means doing that extra rep in the gym, not because your body needs it, but because your identity requires it. It is a promise you keep to yourself. Excellence is the only brand that matters, and excellence shows itself even in the smallest tasks. Consistency is the tunnel to greatness. It will turn an ordinary man into something he never thought he could be. If you can't lay one brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid, you will never build a wall that stands the test of time. Stop talking about what you are going to do and start being a practitioner. You have to be hungry. People who are hungry are willing to do the things that others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow that others won't have. They do what they know, not what they feel. They strive to get on top because the bottom is overcrowded. This world isn't going to give you what you deserve. It's going to give you what you work for. Winning isn't loyal to you. It doesn't care how sore you are. Winning requires all of you, and then some.
Success is not a microwavable process. It requires a gestation period of hard, lonely work. There is no such thing as an accidental achievement. You have to be intentional with every second. Many people see successful people after they have arrived, but they didn't see the struggle. They missed the days when they couldn't feed their kids, when they gathered apples in a field or used paper towels for diapers. You want to leap over all the no's to get to a yes, but it is the strength you gain from your failures that makes you strong enough to stand up to your success. If the world gave you everything right now, the employees, the money, the responsibility, it would be murderous because you wouldn't have the character to handle it. You would end up in the hog pen like the prodigal son because you got what was yours too soon. There is something to be respected about the process. Wisdom is made out of the stupid things you did before you got it. Every crisis and every heartbreaking encounter happened just to make you better and help you rise. Don't grieve over what didn't happen or how you were treated. Understand that the greater the digression, the stronger the progression. You are like an arrow. You don't push an arrow to its target, you pull it back. That tension and pressure are exactly what causes the release and the speed toward the mark. If your life has been tough, the universe is just pulling the arrow back. Stay with the braking long enough to receive the blessing. Your pain has a purpose, but you must have the resolve to resist the temptation to believe the detractors. You are the biggest issue in your life, but you are also the only solution. Human experience happens from within us, whether it is joy, misery, or anger. And if what happens within you is not happening your way, that is the worst form of slavery. You must take control of your internal focus rather than being a feather in the wind of external circumstances. If the sun is out, you're happy. If it rains, you're sad. That means the weather owns you. This is inner engineering. When you live accidentally, anxiety is normal. You must reach a state where you are absolutely truthful with yourself. Stop bullshitting yourself with excuses. If your current system of thinking isn't working, you have to have the courage to put away childish things and upgrade your mental software. Most people suffer from a vivid sense of memory and a fantastic sense of imagination. They suffer what happened 10 years ago and what might happen tomorrow. They aren't suffering life, they are suffering their own lack of discipline over their faculties. You must turn off the internal drama. You are a lousy director of your own internal cinema. It is time to tell yourself, no more snacks, no more TV, no more distractions. It is time to work. Discipline is the definition of self-love. It means you love yourself enough to say no to immediate pleasure for the exchange of long-term self-respect. The road to sustained happiness is through disciplining your behavior, not by indulging every whim of your flesh. If you want to experience God's best, it's going to take some hard work on the inside.
Think about your ancestors 200 years ago. They were out in fields, starving, surviving the plague, and struggling just to exist so they could reproduce. They went through hell so that 200 years later, you could exist. For you to sit on your ass and do nothing is a betrayal of your entire lineage. You are the end of their legacy, and you owe them a debt. You have a duty to be massively, monumentally successful, to show homage to those who came before you. God loves people who try and people who work hard. When you actually give 120% effort, you'll be amazed at how lucky you become. As a man, you are born relatively valueless. You have to build yourself from the ground up. This is terrifying, but it is also a massive opportunity. You get to choose your character in the video game of life. Do you want to be the businessman, the world champion, or the leader? To become that person, you must stop being an amateur. There is an epidemic of cowardice in the world today. Everyone is so afraid, but it is on the other side of fear that you garner respect. You have to be afraid and do it anyway. That is what courage is. If you do something and you're not afraid, you're not brave. Lived a scary life? Good. By going through all of that, you earn respect. Stop complaining that things are difficult. The reason it has value is because it is difficult. If it was easy, everyone would have it, and it wouldn't be worth anything.
Fulfillment in life comes when you finally align your personality with what your soul actually came here to do. I don't want you to just be successful. I want you to fulfill the highest, truest expression of yourself as a human being. Your job is to fill your own cup until it runneth over, so that you have enough to give to the world. When you shift your paradigm to service and significance, success will follow you like a shadow. But you must honor yourself first. You cannot offer gallon-sized contributions to the world if you are operating on a pint-sized energy level. Stop spending your energy being jealous of other people's talents. That is energy you are taking away from your own mission. You have been gifted with a whisper, a calling that is unique to you. If you ignore the whisper, sooner or later, you will get a scream. Don't wait for the crisis. Honor the whisper now. Ask yourself, what is my next right move? Don't worry about the whole mountain. Just get still and ask what the next right step is from this space of stillness and alignment. Everything you put out is exactly what is coming back to you. The intention with which you give determines the outcome. If your intention is to serve, no force on earth can touch you. You are a double force of nature, and you hold the pen that writes your own story.
The finish line of your life is death. If you view life as a race, you are just rushing toward the end. Instead, view it as a journey of constant improvement. Winners never stop. They reach the top of one mountain and look for a taller peak. It is the challenge that makes the greatness. Don't tell me it's over. Tell me you're just getting warmed up. You have the fire, you have the truth, and you have the vision. Now, you must have the execution. Stop making excuses. Stop saying but. Stop waiting for permission. The world doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you deserve based on the work you put in. Go back to that mirror. Look at the person looking back at you. That is your only opponent. It is you versus you. Every day is a new opportunity that others didn't get. Make sure every breath you take counts for something. Your time is running out, so don't waste another second. Arise, champion. Put your slippers way under the bed tonight so that when you wake up, you have to get on your knees to reach them. And while you're down there, say thank you for the chance to fight another day. Now get up and go to work.